In my most recent episode, I stated that Nick Fuentes actually became student council president, and I was shocked by that. So I decided to investigate, and I don't even know what to say. I truly do not. How on earth did this idiot become president of anything? But first, let's go and look at his school website so that we can see what it has here. And this is the most idealistic school for me that has ever schooled in the history of all schools, except for the entire, I don't know how, somehow liberal student body apparently decided to vote for him and elect him president. But here's his school website. It looks like a normal school website. Until I did some research on this school, and this school has over 3,000 students. They have their own freaking TV station, not the one that I made, little GNN with like 50 viewers, all like got forced to watch via projector on someone's MacBook. No, they have an actual TV station with an actual TV station truck. I'll put it up in post. They have real editing software. This is the TV station's Instagram page, so you guys can see. Like real cameras, they report on like the real games, have real athletic stuff here. So this guy somehow ran for president of a student council of a school that had 3,000 people and won. And I was like, okay, maybe he moderated his views. Maybe he was like quiet on them. Because but it's kind of hard to win the student council president election. And, sorry, I forgot to mention where this school was. Illinois, and I believe Chicago, I think. Lyons County, wherever that is. So, I went over to the newspaper, his student council newspaper, which I know I've talked about this, about how like student newspapers and just local newspapers in general are like all trash. This one's actually good. Okay. I went over to the student council newspaper and found out that he became president-elect on April 29th, 2015, which is a day which will be tomorrow. That's going to actually be the 10-year anniversary of this. So I'll just release this tomorrow. Maybe I'll release it today. I don't know. But he became student council president, student council elect, whatever, in 2015, and then they ran an article about him in 2017 about about his actual real life political activism, which was terrible and trash and all that. And what I read here shocked me. So remember I said that they have a really good newspaper and they have a really good search functionality, and also they report on actual real news stories, things here. So here it is. They covered his political activism. Is a picture of it's a picture of him right there, like protesting something or whatnot, right? And they're talking about how they talk about how he's a former student council president, graduated in 2016. He's been featured in Time Magazine, the Boston Globe, Morning Today, on NBC, Fox News, and several other news networks. He wanted to get put on the map or whatever, right? And listen to this quote here, which just quote. During his time at LT, that's the school that he attended, Fuentes always was vocal about his political beliefs. Yes, let that sink in, people. Yes, this guy was always vocal about his political beliefs, and yet somehow got a majority to vote for him. What? What is wrong with you people? I actually made the joke about like how he was probably running on, putting people in camps and kicking them out the country and stuff. Oh, wait, he probably did run on that. Let's continue here. He was never afraid to share his thoughts on any issue. Student council advisor and director of student activities, Peter Giddis, said. We had a lot of political discussion over the 4 years I've known him. I was always impressed with him. Even his freshman year, he was very composed, charismatic, and well-spoken. Throughout his start LT, Fuentes strengthened his interest in politics throughout his involvement in Model UN, which, I wonder what country he was. Maybe I could do a follow-up on this one. And I wonder what he did to the Model UN Israel people. Anyway, his political talk show on WLTL. Yes, you heard that here right. He had a political talk show and on the school's radio station, which... Let me get back to the school here. This school is so overfunded, it's ridiculous. They have their own TV station that dates back all the way back to like the 80s or the 70s. They have their own, apparently, radio station that they let this kid air his beliefs on to the school. Millions, thousands and thousands of people. Heck, maybe even like hundreds of thousands of people that listen to the show. And they just... How bad was the competition? What did he just like... How do you lose to that? I'm sorry to whoever lost to him. But like, what were you, a raging commie? Did you just like not campaign? Did you say, hey, yeah, well, whatever, don't vote for me? What? How? You lost to him? He did the work for you. It's not like he was hiding his views. According to this report, he had a talk show and a video news show on a freaking TV. Just what? What the actual? So let's go look at the quote unquote successes that he's had here from President Fuentes. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. Like, when WLTL reached $10,000 on air donations from Rockathon, and he called into the show, put in all these talks and stuff. I like, what? How? Just. You know what? I give up. Whoever lost to him kind of deserved to lose. I'm not gonna lie here. Like, you had every conceivable thing. You had a Wednesday night show. Apparently, he broadcast on Wednesday nights. You had the TV show. You had him apparently just being outspoken. You had a phone. You could have taped him. But you have the press. You have an actual competent press. You have the media. You could have gone on TV. I don't even know who you are. Which yeah, I'd probably hire too if I lost to him. So just what?